This is Team St. Paul with a final social media strategy recommendation for Mother Bear's Pizza. Now, one of the biggest things we really want to focus on with Mother Bears right now is building social customer relationship management. Social CRM is defined as the use of social media services, techniques, and technology to enable organizations to engage with their customers. Facebook and Twitter in particular are really great for this purpose, but Mother Bears unfortunately is somewhat lacking in this area right now. If we want to increase Mother Bear's social capital, meaning the value of their relationships, which in turn can translate into improvements with their business through both increasing quantity and quality of interactions with customers, we need to increase their social media page investment. Now, at the moment, Mother Bears is doing pretty well with their Yelp page, which consists of a number of positive reviews, but they are severely lacking in areas like Facebook and Twitter, where they haven't updated recently. More on that later. Now, social media page investment is a generally advantageous move for companies because it not only increases information availability for customers, but this translates back into increases in both business and profits for the company. Now, one other important aspect of this social media page investment is building customer relationships and strengthening those relationships. Now, it should be noted that in order to do this, you need to know your market pretty well. The MIS book, for instance, mentions the difference between Pizza Hut and BMW's relationships with their customers. In other words, a luxury car company isn't going to market to college students whose primary income is small amounts of money or pocket change, but Pizza Hut can make quite a market out of people like that. Fortunately, Mother Bears is not limited to this demographic since they sell a variety of products. In other words, they're not the poor man's pizza, but they don't charge exorbitant sums for their products either. Another way companies can take advantage of social media presence is through promotional opportunities. Now, current Mother Bears competitors like Papa John's and especially Avers are utilizing this much more effectively than Mother Bears currently is. These specials that Avers and Papa John's use can entice customers to make purchases, and in turn, this strengthens the customer and business relations. Let's talk about a few examples. Papa John's uses reward points to allow customers to earn a free pizza after a certain number of purchases, and under certain circumstances, they actually reduce the number of rewards points required to get a free pizza. Avers doesn't do this per se, but they do present specials to customers with prizes, and they advertise current products that may not be typical of their menu. Customers who would otherwise need to go to the restaurant or hear about these products through word of mouth suddenly have the information much more readily available. Mother Bears, unfortunately, falls short in both of these areas. Let's talk about risks. In order to properly utilize social media for business purposes, a company needs to recognize, understand, and assess potential issues with their social media presence. Some of the most common risk factors include junk and crackpot contributions, inappropriate content, unfavorable reviews, and mutinous movements. To be clear, this doesn't mean that all customer posts need to shine a positive light on Mother Bears. Reasonable criticisms are welcome because they suggest to the customer that Mother Bears is willing to take customer concerns into consideration. This shows a degree of honesty, and as long as Mother Bears properly responds to negative feedback, meaning that the problem is being worked on, the feedback is not inherently harmful to their business. Having said that, unreasonable feedback needs to be monitored and deleted. We want to clarify that inappropriate and negative are not the same thing by default. Businesses will allow fair negative reviews in order to maintain integrity. Fair meaning that they don't involve personal attacks, racist comments, inappropriate language, etc. For instance, a post like this is not, under any circumstances, acceptable conduct from a customer, and it should be removed in a timely manner in order to not reflect poorly on Mother Bears. As we've mentioned before, Mother Bear's social media activity is pretty weak right now, especially in comparison to the competition. So let's look at some examples of this. Avers posts regularly on their Facebook and Twitter accounts, and these posts typically keep customers up to date about current specials and promotions. Mother Bears historically has actually done a pretty good job with engaging customers on their Twitter page, and their Facebook page has done a decent job of showcasing promotions, but there's a problem. Despite their engagement with customers, Mother Bears only actually has 1,022 followers, and they only follow 54 accounts. They also haven't updated their page since January 21st of this year, and since July 2012 they've only tweeted a little over 800 times. Similarly, their Facebook account hasn't been updated since July 9th, and out of over 17,000 visits, they only have about 3,500 likes. In comparison, Avers has about 5,000 likes with a marginally smaller number of visits. To recap, Mother Bears needs to greatly increase their social media presence, especially considering how much better their competitors are doing in this area. While customer posts and contributions do need to be monitored, the potential gains of Mother Bears increasing the strength of their posts are crucial to succeeding in a modern business environment. This concludes our presentation on Mother Bear's social media strategy. This is Team St. Paul, signing out.